my channel. So for today's video, we're going to be doing kind of like another combination video. My last video was kind of like a combination. So today we're going to be talking about what's like in my son's hospital bag and kind of like my birth plan. I've been getting a lot of questions about my birth plan mainly, and kind of what I expect and things like that. So with that being said, let's go ahead and jump right in. Okay, so first of all, I don't know when y'all are watching this, but right now we're having like the coronavirus breakout thing going on. So y'all, let me tell you, it has been a week. Like, I don't know actually how long exactly this has been going on. Like, I know the coronavirus has been around for a while, but like it's starting to get really, really bad and people are really starting to freak out in the United States. So, and I'm sure obviously other areas they are too, but people are losing it. So that's really, really fun. We've just been kind of staying home a lot lately and just not really going out a whole lot. We've been doing like a lot of stocking up on food in case they do like a mandatory quarantine type thing and we have to stay home and we can't leave. So we already got all of that out the way, which is good. That was not fun doing all that grocery shopping because I had to like split up my grocery shoppings because I had so much stuff to get and I couldn't even fit everything in my cart. So yeah, it's been really crazy. I think a lot of people are overreacting, I guess, to say the least. I know everyone's trying to be safe, which I get, we are too, but I think that some people are taking a little bit too far. So that's just my opinion. I'm gonna start off by talking about, I guess, my birth plan first, just because that was like the biggest, like everybody wants to know like what I'm gonna do for my birth and things like that. And because of the whole coronavirus thing right now, I guess like it's supposed to go on for another 2 months and I'm 31 weeks today. So it's probably gonna still be going on whenever I give birth. And I think that they have made it a rule now to where only one person is allowed in the hospital with you, which is fine. I mean, with my first daughter, my mom was in there, my husband was in there while I gave birth. And then with my second daughter, I just wanted it to be my husband. And then with Dawson, I also wanted to just be my husband. So that's totally fine. I know a lot of people are really affected by that because, there's a lot of women out there who want like their mom or their sister or grandma or whoever, best friend, they want them in the room with them as well, along with their husbands or spouses or whoever. Like they want more than one person in there, and unfortunately they're not going to be able to get that. So that kind of sucks. And I do understand that because that's how I was with my first. My mom and my husband definitely had to be in there because it was my first and I didn't know what to expect. So that's really unfortunate for a lot of women, and my heart goes out to all those women who are really affected by it, and that's really heartbreaking. That's what they're doing. I don't know if they're doing that everywhere. I know that they are doing that in our area though. But yeah, so at one of my, at the appointment before I had my glucose test, and I think I mentioned that I had my glucose test in my last video, and I did, and I passed and everything was great. But before that, my midwife gave me a birth plan, like for the hospital technically. I made my own. I'll probably leave the link to the app that I'm using for my birth plan. I did make my own on my phone, but because I'm giving birth in a hospital or like a birthing center, I don't know what you would really call it, because it's a hospital just for women to give birth. It's not like a hospital where like everybody goes, like who's sick and who needs surgery and stuff like that. It's just for women who are giving birth. So I guess it's really considered a birthing center. I don't know. But they gave me hospital/birthing center birth plan. I was like, that's pretty cool. And it was really very similar to the one that I have on my app on my phone. So, and then at the bottom it just said, what is the most important thing, or what is most important to you during labor and birth, and your top 3 goals and priorities. So if it wasn't on here, like on the checklist, I was able to write it down, which was really, really helpful, because there was a few things that wasn't on the checklist that I'm like, okay, y'all have got to follow these rules because I'm very specific about what I want with my son when he's born. So basically, I'll start off by saying I did not make a birth plan or birth plans with my first two. I completely regret not doing that because birth plans, I feel like, are so helpful. I feel like it really just gives you a sense of like direction. And I really like that. And I really appreciate that my hospital is letting me do this. Because I know that there's some hospitals where they're a little bit more strict on things. So as far as my hospital goes, I don't know if this is like for all hospitals, like other hospitals who do birth plans. I don't know if this is like, if this same one is like for all of them or if it's just for mine, but I'm just going to be reading you guys kind of like just what they gave me. Well, first it asks like your name and your information, your due date, your support team. I put my husband and parents. And you just check off what you want in the categories. So the first category is environment, and I checked off that I would like to limit guests in my room during labor, and then I would like to have the lights dimmed during labor. And then the next category is food and fluid preferences, and I checked off that I prefer to keep myself hydrated by drinking fluids, and I would like to avoid IV fluids unless it's medically necessary. And if safe, I would like to eat a light, excuse me. If safe, I would like to eat lightly during labor. The next category is preferences for pain management. And then I said, if safe, I prefer to labor at home during the early phase of labor and be admitted to the hospital in active labor. I would like the option to use shower for pain relief, which I really like because at my hospital that I'm giving birth at, they have like a low intervention birth room, and that's what I'm deciding to go with because I want a very low intervention birth. I don't want all of the crazy being strapped up, stuck to a bed and all that. I don't believe that that's how we're supposed to labor. If you want to labor like that, and if you prefer to do it that way, that's completely fine. You are your own woman and power to you. You labor how you're comfortable laboring. But this is just my personal preference, and this is how I personally feel for my labor. So I really like that my hospital has this low intervention room, and they have like a huge bed where like my husband can get on there and help me labor, and he can just like be, you know, as involved as possible. Because with my other two births, with my first one I got induced and he wasn't really involved too much. Like the doctors were just kind of like it was just it was crazy. I did not like my first birth, but I'll probably make another video about that. And then with my second birth, it just happened so fast. Like he didn't even really have time to be like super involved like he wanted to be. But anyway, so I do like that my hospital does have they have a bathtub. You can't actually give birth in the bathtub, but you can labor in the bathtub, and you can use it for like pain management and stuff like that. So that's awesome. So it says, please do not offer me pain medication. If I decide to use pain medication or an epidural, I will ask for them, and I understand that there may be a delay for the time that I ask for the epidural until it's placed. I don't want medication. That's like my biggest thing. So I did not get epidurals with my first two, and I'm very glad that I didn't, because I didn't want them prior to me giving birth. And so I'm really glad that I was able to still fulfill that. So the next one was, I would like to use a TENS unit on my lower back if available and safe to do so. The next one is, I would like to use aromatherapy. And then the next category is preferences for monitoring the baby. I'm very out of breath. I said I prefer to have my baby monitored intermittently and not continuous monitoring. I prefer to monitor my baby continuously, and if my baby's being continuously monitored, I prefer a portable monitor if available and if my condition permits me to move freely when monitoring. The next category is preferences for cervical examination. And then I said I prefer as few cervical exams as possible, and I understand that I understand an exam may become medically necessary for safety. If safe for my bag, or if safe in my bag of water, I cannot read. If safe and my bag of water is not broken, I prefer to check dilation regularly so I know how labor is progressing. The next category is birth preferences. It says, if safe, I would like to push in a possible or in a position of my choosing. Oh wait, let me back up. Under it says, all babies in stable condition are encouraged to go skin to skin with mothering or with mother right after birth. Delayed cord clamping of at least 30 seconds is standard practice when safe and possible. If safe, I would like to push in a position of my choosing. I want to avoid an episiotomy if possible. I would like my husband to cut the umbilical cord. And the next one is the C-section birth preferences, in case that comes about suddenly. And then under it also says, our goal is a healthy vaginal birth. If a C-section is necessary, we will continue to consider your preferences as much as possible throughout your care. Sometimes emergency situations necessitate a rapid conversation about risks and benefits of cesarean birth. And then the boxes that I check marked were, I would like my partner to be present in the operating room, and I understand that this may not be possible if I have general anesthesia. I would like to ask my why can't I not read that word? Anesthesiologist, if the screen could be lowered so that I can watch the birth of my baby. I checked that one, but I don't know if I really want to do that in case I were to have a C-section. So we'll think about that one. Next one is, I would like my baby to be placed skin to skin with me in the operating room if we are both doing well. I would like to have my partner or support person shorten or cut the umbilical cord. I would like to hold my baby skin to skin during the recovery period. So that's everything that they gave me to check mark on here. On the list, and then at the end, like I told you guys earlier, it says what is the most important thing to you during labor and birthing your 3 top goals. So I just kind of wrote down my 3 goals I basically have, but those are kind of personal to me, so I'm just gonna keep those to myself. Okay, so that's my birth plan. Obviously I know that all births don't go as you would like them to go. Sometimes they go different. Most of the time they kind of stray off to their own little plan. So I understand that obviously all of those things I may not get, but those are definitely the things that I am shooting for. And I definitely believe that words are very powerful. And so I keep telling myself, this is how my birth plan is going to go, and this is what I want, and this is what's going to happen. I'm so excited for birth, and I just can't wait. And I know that a lot of women are like, how are you excited for birth? Like, birth is horrible and all that stuff. Obviously, you're not going to have a birth, especially if you're doing like a natural labor. It's not going to just be like completely like blissful. Like, I know there's some women out there who like make videos about their birth experience and stuff like that. And, you know, they're on there talking about how it was so wonderful and great and awesome and all this stuff, and I'm like, that's great, but honestly, everyone's gonna feel some type of pain at some point. Just how you manage that pain and how you deal with it that I think really matters. And as long as you keep speaking like positive affirmations to yourself during birth or during labor, I think that that's really important too. And having like a really supportive person there with you, like your partner, your mom, your sister, whoever, I think that's really important, and having them on board with everything that you want. I think that's also really important as well, just because you don't really want to have anybody in your birthing area who is not on the same page as you, and you know, who's going to kind of maybe not speak as positively as you'd like, and who's not really going to listen to you and what you want, because it's your birth. And I believe that all women should be able to control their birth as much as they can. I think that it's really important for everyone who is like on your support team and who's going to be in there with you while you give birth to be on the same page as you. Yeah, that's my birth plan. I'm going to be showing you guys what's in my son's hospital bag, and it's by BB Gear, not Baby Gear, BB Gear. It looks like this. It's a backpack, and I have always wanted a backpack diaper bag, so I'm really excited about this. But it has like a whole bunch of different compartments, and I just love it. So I am missing a few things in here. Like, I'm missing wipes, because obviously, like I said, we're in our little coronavirus thing going on. I don't have wipes in here yet, but whenever this whole thing passes, or whenever, you know, I'll be sure that I am able to keep a thing of wipes in here and not, you know, have to have them out for my 19-month-old, and I'll put it in here. But as of right now, I don't have wipes in here. So with that being said, the first thing that I have in here is my nursing cloth. It is inside out. So this is my nursing cloth, and this can also double as a scarf. So it looks like this. And then you can just like literally just wear it as a scarf, I guess. I have not done it. I don't know that I ever would, but you can. And it's really stretchy. Oh, and it also doubles as a car seat cover, I believe. I think. So I had this with Ava, with my second daughter. I had this and I loved it. I love the really stretchy ones. I think there's some nursing covers that aren't stretchy. And I don't like those. That's just my opinion. And then the second thing I have in here, well, I have multiple of these, but I have a bunch of swaddlers. I think I have like 4 swaddlers in here. They're like the Muslim swaddlers, I think. So this first one, I don't know if I'm gonna love it just because it's not stretchy. I don't like the ones that are not stretchy too much, but this was so cute. It had like little monkeys all over it. I think it's so cute. I got this in a pack of like 3. So that one's not very stretchy. And then I have this one, which is a little bit stretchy, not like super, super stretchy. This one was also Ava's. Oh, my bad. And then the brand that this is, that the first one is, I don't know if it'll say, oh. This brand is called Ideal Baby. I don't know if you guys can see that. So that's what that brand is. And then this one, I think my mom got these for me at Target. And this one is the Aiden brand. So this one, it's just like a little blue color and it's a little bit more stretchier. And this one is the Aiden brand. And this one just has, I don't know what it has on it. I think elephants and something else. I don't know. It's been washed a lot because like I said, this was my second daughter's. Looks like maybe jungle animals like elephants and tigers. I don't know, something like that. But they're supposed to be like gender neutral. So that's why my mom got them, just in case we could use them again, in case we would have a boy. So I love that those are gender neutral. These, honestly, the Aiden brand, and again, like I said, you can get them at Target. I don't know if you can get them anywhere else, but these are my favorite swaddlers ever. I love them, and I've tried a lot, but I love these ones. And then as far as clothes wise, I packed mainly jammies because when your baby's newborn, that's basically all they ever wear is jammies. And my favorite type of jammies are the ones where, like the little nightgowns where you can just like lift them up and then change their diaper and you don't have to zip or unzip or button, unbutton, all that. So I have this one, and this one is by Carter's. So cute. I think my mom probably got this one, or I got it at a little consignment shop. We just had a big consignment thing going on, and it's called Ray Lana's. I don't know if you guys have it in your area, but I might have actually gotten this one there. I don't know, either my mom got it or I got it. I can't remember. But this is one of those little dress nightgowns, and it has the little hands. And I also like all of the jammies that have the little hands thingy on them, like to cover their hands so they're not scratching their face. I love that. It just has like little anchors on it and a little pocket. Isn't that so cute? Little baby pockets. Ugh, I love baby stuff. This one does have buttons. If you're a mom, then you probably despise button up jammies, or really button up anything. I could not get these because I thought these were really cute too. So these are little monkey jammies. These don't have a little hand thing, but that's okay because I have like little mittens for him. And they have little monkey feet. And this one is also this is by Child of Mine, by Carter's. And then this, so, my bad. So this size was newborn. My kids tend to be very, short when they're born. And so they can't really fit into like newborn stuff, at least my girls, I don't know if my son's gonna be the same way, but they have to wear preemie stuff when they're born because newborn stuff is too big, even with jammies. So this one is a preemie size, so that's why it probably seems really, really small. I tried to pack, I think, some newborn and some preemie because, like I said, I don't know how big he's gonna be, so I'm kind of just giving it like a mixture just in case he's a little bit bigger. And then this one is by Child of Mine, and this is a preemie size as well. Little jammies. It says, Daddy's Champ. Daddy does not play baseball. He plays football, but I still thought this was cute. He played baseball at one point. And then I just have little onesies. This one's a little football, and this is by Carter's, and it's in a newborn size. This seemed pretty small, so I was like, he could probably hopefully fit in that. And then I have this one, also newborn size. It says Tiny But Mighty. So cute. And then my mom got me these jammies for him, and these are so soft. Like, they are amazingly soft. I just love these ones. And they have little raccoons on them. And this style is by Kite Baby, and this one's 0 to 3 months. But this also looks pretty small. Maybe not on camera, but in real life it looks pretty small. These are also button-up ones. Like I said, I don't like button-up jammies, but this one is so soft and it's so cute. It doesn't have the hand things either, but that is what it is. I have another onesie in here that I actually got today. And this is, I think, a preemie size. Yep, preemie size, and it's just another little onesie. He'll probably go home in something like this. And then I have little mittens in here by Gerber, and they're like little organic ones. And I don't know, I just thought these were cute. And then I have 2 little pairs of socks in here. And then this came with like a little changing pad. And then, did I put anything in here? No. Did I put anything in here? No. I thought I put nursing pads in here somewhere. I have this little Nubbawub. I just got it and I took it out of its case and everything just because it was a really big case and it couldn't fit in this little pocket. So I just got this little elephant Nubbawub. It's so soft. And I already did clean off all the little binkies that I have. My kids normally don't take binkies. Well, my girls, they didn't really take binkies very well, or passies or whatever you want to call them. They didn't take those very well. They did kind of like at least Naya didn't. She was like really on and off with it. And then Ava took passies a lot better. But I definitely do want him to be able to kind of soothe himself. So I always like to at least try to start them on passies, like pretty much like right when they're newborn. And then I have this one by, is it Advent? Advent. I always want to call it Advent. And then these are just normal little passies. I need to sanitize those too when I take them out. What's in here? I didn't put anything in there. Oh. And then in here, I just have, so I'm not going to bring like disposable diapers with me because hospitals always have those. Whenever you have babies, they always provide those. So I feel like it would be silly if I brought those with me. But I am bringing my cloth diapers. I don't know yet if I want to do cloth diapers with him right away yet. I know eventually I will, but like as a newborn, I'm not sure if I want to do that. But I'm gonna bring, I have 4 packed. So I have Baby Gear, Alva Baby, Bum Genius, I think. Yeah, Bum Genius, and then Baby Goal. Are these both Baby Goal? Yeah, so I have 2 Baby Goal, Alva Baby, and a Bum Genius. I have to order some more new inserts because some of these, like my Bum Genius one, these ones have been used a lot. But I mean, they're clean, but I still want him to have fresh, clean stuff. So that's in there. I think that's actually all. I thought I put nursing pads in here. I guess I didn't. I did. I was like, I know I did. But I just have a bunch of nursing pads in here as well. And these are the Parents' Choice ones. I also did do the cloth nursing pads with my second daughter. And I really like those, but I stopped using them just because like they would sometimes, like, my letdown is crazy. I feel like the cloth nursing pads, even though they're better for you, I feel like they were just getting so soaked. Like, and it wasn't because I wasn't feeding her, you know, often, because I'm constantly, like, whenever I nurse, I'm constantly nursing. Like, I feel like I'm nursing all day with my newborns. So it wasn't that I wasn't nursing her, it's just that I just had crazy letdown. So didn't really like those. I may end up using them maybe a little bit, but I didn't pack them with me. That's everything that I have in my hospital bag for my son. I have not packed my own hospital bag yet just because I haven't gotten around to it. I have a little bit longer to go. Haven't been too focused on that, just because I know that's gonna take a minute. So haven't done that, but I'll get to it, and then I'll make a video about just what's in my hospital bag and the stuff that I bring. I'm sorry that I haven't like been better at making videos. It kind of takes me forever. I only film on my phone, and I'm still learning to like edit and things like that, and I'm not the best at it. As I get better, I'll definitely be making more videos. I'm definitely gonna be filming like my birth vlog and things like that, so that's going to be a really fun video to make for me. I hope you guys like this video, and don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you like these type of videos, and I will talk to you guys in my next video.